And we are now live. Hello, hello, welcome. Okay, so I am super excited to continue working on this K-pop Demon Hunter inspired painting. As you can see, I worked more. Oh my gosh, here's Ka. Hello, Ka. How you doing? I've got more on Rumi completed. Gonna continue working on her today. I don't know if I could do a second layer on this jacket. Yeah, I think I could do a second layer on this jacket today. It seems pretty dry. Dry enough for a second layer. Yeah, and then also too, I could start on her face and her hands as well. So yeah, I'm super excited. With that being said, I don't have a whole lot of yellow on my palette, so I have to go get that. I thought I was like good, and I set it. I thought I was good, and I set aside all my colors for myself, but I did not. Not until I started talking, and then I was like, wait a minute, I never put yellow on my palette. As you can see, the yellow is like almost done. I have an extra one though, so no worries there. Oh, oops. I always forget this one leaks. So, thing about oil paints, since it's all in metal tubes, if they crinkle too much, the metal can actually bend and bend holes, so it can become leaky towards the end of its, at the end of the tube. And hard to get out. I should probably use some pliers. Wait, I do have pliers next to me. I'm like, I wish I had some pliers next to me. I was working on ears yesterday. Ears and painting, trying to balance the two out. Hey, and it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? Got oil paint all over me. And I'm gonna get a bit more white. Because I have some on the palette, but not very much. So I'm gonna get a bit more. Good, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. All right. So I'm gonna move this. Let me move my mouse aside. Hey, and it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was recently came across this top again in the back of my closet, and I was like, wait, I haven't worn this top in a while. I don't want to forget about it. All right, so to make the yellow for the second layer of Rumi's jacket, now there's probably going to be like 3 or 4 layers because yellow is very transparent. Even adding white in here, it still can be transparent. So just going to start with the second layer, add mix white and yellow together. It's pretty yellow, so I don't want to go too pale. Good, good. Glad you're doing good, Evo Leia. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Busy, busy, busy. I've been just trying to get ready for shows and my art and Yeah, October, getting ready. I can't believe, I feel like September went by so fast. Oh my gosh. So now I'm just getting ready for October, and October's going to be crazy busy, and I have a feeling it's just going to go by super fast as well, just because of how busy everything's going to be. And it's Blood. Hi, Blood. How you doing? Yes, I'm just mixing up these different oranges. Yeah, I know. At first, you're like, why would you need orange? It's a yellow jacket. Well, that's what I use for the shadows in the jacket. And I think for the pink, yeah, I'm just going to reactivate this with some turpentine. There we go. That'll be good. All right, so move over this palette. Move back over the painting. And let's see, where can I put it where it's comfortable to me and not too upside down for you guys? Yeah, look right here. I think that's good. She's in good frame. That's okay, Blood. All's good. You can just sit and relax, chill, hang out. All good. All right, so I dip my brush in a little bit of turpentine, kind of loosening up this paint. And I'm gonna go right in for the second layer. Yeah, yellow is such an interesting color to work with. Just because it kind of becomes whatever it sits next to. It's okay. Yeah. And just taking this orange as my shadow, paying attention to where are like kind of like the bumps and folds in the fabric. And there isn't a whole lot of folds because I mean this jacket's probably suggested to look like a pleather. So I'm kind of trying to keep that texture in mind while painting these shadows in. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? Sorry if you were sitting in here for a minute and I was just concentrating. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Nice slicing some cheese. Glad you're doing good, Nacho. Good to see you in here, Nacho. Glad I could keep you some company while you work. No, I didn't know that, Blood. I didn't know that someone bought, like, I didn't realize that Sims was even bought or sold or changed owners. I had no idea. That's funny. I feel like I should almost pay attention to that because I actually do play Sims. I play it super casual, like just on just here and there. Kind of like as a mindless kind of game. You're good when you're good. Hey, all is good. You can wake up slowly, just chill. Really, Nacho? Oh man, you're busy. Busy. Well, if you have to go, I completely understand. I hope your deliveries go good for you, Nacho. Hope you have a good day today. That's all right, Nacho. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. And good luck. I'll talk to you later. Busy. Oh, everyone, I have some exciting news. I finally made an order of acrylic charms. So I have a few of my paintings going to be made into acrylic charms, and I made the order a couple days ago, and so they should be coming in within the next couple of weeks. I'm really excited. I don't know at what show they will be at. It just depends on when they get here. Um, I'm not too worried. I'm just super excited that I have acrylic charms on the way. I'm just so excited. Ah! Aw, yeah, I hope you have a good one too, Nacho. Good luck. Good luck. So yeah, I'm excited for getting some new products to come in. It'll be good. Yeah, actually, even this is like second layer of yellow, is looking pretty good. Sometimes I don't know how it's gonna end up. Yeah, excuse me. I'm like, oh no, like I see yellow and I'm like, how many layers of yellow am I gonna have to do here? But obviously this won't be the only one. Definitely have to do more. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking the way that this second layer is going on, I probably will only need a third one and then a fourth one for details. I know, a lot of work. But I want this jacket nice and bright, no like gray details underneath, you know? Yeah, and this patch is gonna, so this patch has some lettering and I don't like want to write the letters and then paint around the letters each time. So rather I'm going to paint it solid first, just a square. And then once the color's nice and bright, I'll draw on top of it and paint in my letters. That's what I'll do with like all the zippers and any buttons, all that good stuff. All the small details. Otherwise, it gets a little silly trying to paint around tiny details. Nope, that's a little too thick. I'm gonna add some turpentine to that. Yes, part of the reason why I like have to add so many layers too is because I do paint with my paint pretty thin. If I painted it on thicker, then yes, I would have to do less layers. But why I have grown to like to work with thinner paint is because I find it easier to blend. I can get more seamless blending. You don't see as many brush strokes. It kind of gives more of like a realistic type feeling. It's also just become part of my style. Hey, and it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Just doing some painting. adding in the pink. And I'm probably gonna go back into with like lighter pinks to kind of add in some more depth to it as well. We'll see where it kind of goes. Oh my gosh. I know, the year has gone by so fast. Excited for your birthday, Win? There we go. Yes, I'm just blending in all the fabric wrinkles. And sometimes too, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. So sometimes with like yellow, since I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. With yellow and blending with other colors, since it easily becomes whatever color it is, sometimes I'll like reapply on top and I'll blend it out. So it's a lot of like back and forth with putting down one color or darker color and then the yellow on top. Trying to get it all to blend out. There we go. All coming together. And see, it's actually going pretty quickly. Yeah, the second layer usually goes pretty fast. Because I kind of have everything already marked out where I want it to be. I'm just kind of redoing exactly what I've already done. Yep. And you can see already, it's already looking so much brighter. Already. Oh wow, it actually looks really bright on the screen. I've like peeked over here on my monitor and it already looks a lot brighter. More brighter on the screen than it is in person. I will admit, I still see, or I'm just being ultra picky. But that's how I am with my artwork is that I am picky. I have a vision of exactly how I want it to get done, and that's what I go for. And also too, there's some details in the sleeves. Like I know she has like some really cool like embroidery right here, and I have to look at better reference photos because I couldn't find any really good reference photos of what the embroidery right here looks like. So still have to do some research. Why I didn't draw it in is that was on purpose. It's not a mistake. It's not like I forgot about it. It's that it's like white and red, and also too it's a bunch of like tiny work, kind of like the patch up here. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the base of the sleeve first, then go back in with those smaller, tinier details. And it'll be a lot easier to paint on. Hey, Win. I see. You got the dragon star. Yeah, and I'm just adding in some white here to add in some more highlights. Nice, nice, Win. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds good. I know where you want to go eat. What's your like favorite places to go out to eat? Other side. Ooh, pizza sounds good. Where is your favorite place to go get pizza? And I kind of want a little bit of a darker orange inside the sleeve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this existing orange, like that really bright orange there, and I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna to it. Just mixing it off to the side of my paint palette here. There we go. Oh. You know what's funny? I've just tried Red Devil's pizza. I had never had it, and I tried it a little bit ago. Uh, it was good. It was good, except my body didn't like it. I got a tummy ache afterwards and heartburn. I'm also very sensitive to food, so um, I knew there was a risk when trying it. I was like, well, I could get a tummy ache from this, but I'll try it. And I'm like, well, it's actually very good. This tastes good. And then later, I was like, nope. No, but that sounds like fun though. Well, I hope when whatever you decide, you have a good day and a good birthday. It's all good. Yeah, I'm really liking how the glow effect on this painting is looking. It's like really cool. I'm just, I'm really happy with where it's going. Yep, just blending and I don't know, it's pretty much just the same all the way across. just adding orange and yellow. And a little bit of the blue or pink wherever the light is reflecting. Here we are. I do want to add a little bit of blue. Now the blue is probably going to just turn into brown, but at least I'll outline it for myself just a little bit right here on the elbow. Just so that reflection kind of carries on and continues, because I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't quite make sense that there's reflection here. There's no reflection here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. And yeah, it's pretty brown, but again, I'm planning on doing a third layer here anyway, so at least it's mapped out for me, and I can just go on top later. What was I? Yes. I'm like, wait, what was I doing? Going in, adding more yellow. And today's plans for that I have is after the stream is to continue working on this painting, and I have to get done more animal ears, the cosplay animal ears. Gotta get those, more of those done. I was working on them last night and I got, I think, how many? 6 pairs. I got 6 pairs cut and ready to be painted. Some fluffy ears. Waiting for new homes. How late am I working? Well, it depends. I'll work until I get tired. Sometimes I work way too late, later than I should. Like, I think last night I stopped around 1 a.m. working. I know, that's not like the best, but I was in a really good groove and I just kept working. I suddenly got into a really good groove. Oh my gosh. What were you working on, Win? What were you up working on? That's pretty late too. My window. Oh, the fairy window. Aww. I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Hey, that's good. That's good. When I bet that feels really good to have like the hardest parts are almost done. You know, for projects, for me at least, that's how I feel. Like for me, the hardest parts are it's always the like the patterning part when it comes to cosplay. But once I get like a solid good pattern down, I'm like, ah, feels so good. Now I feel like I can actually get the like actual work done. And then for your paintings, it's like once I get the perspective down and the proportions right, then I feel like again, it's almost like having a good solid pattern. It's like I got a good base, I can work off of it now. And it feels so good. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, because you have to make sure that all the glass pieces are like exactly the size they need to be. And I'm sure it's not easy to go back if you're a little off. It's like once you cut it, that's it. I swear that's how like sewing is. Like once you cut that fabric, that's where your cut is. Can't adjust it. Yeah, anything that's parallel or symmetrical, that is going to be hard, because if it's off a little bit, yeah, you'll be able to tell. But that's good. That's good win that you almost got it all done. Uh-oh. Well, at least you caught the mistake early on. That's good. And also on this sleeve here, there's some like buttons to button up the sleeves of the jacket. And obviously I didn't add those in. I'll add those in later. For more like the details and stuff, kind of the same concept that like the embroidery work on the other sleeve is. So also too, I kind of have to find some better reference photos of how the buttons on this sleeve look. I understand them, they're kind of like just little snaps, but I want to see like how many are there on the sleeve and exactly what shape. How would they, if she has her arm like this, how does it actually twist around? So I got to do a little bit more research too. Research, research, research. All the research. Readjusting a few things, reshaping a few things. Hey, it's Darth Malice. Hi, Darth Malice. How you doing? Yeah, just sitting here painting. Really enjoying blending all these colors together. It's a peaceful morning. It feels like a very peaceful morning this morning. Yeah, all right. So, I think I did what I can do for the jacket. I'm gonna move on now. Now let's get on to the face, the hands, everything else, which is, as you know, always super tricky. I can move this over so you can see my palette and which colors I mix. Oh, let me move my mouse. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to join us too, Malice. Happy you're here. So to make skin tones, a little bit of white, a little bit of burnt sienna, and a little bit of yellow. And I kind of mix all four of those together until I am happy with my color. Sometimes it is a little dark at first. Here, let me get another reference picture up here, a more clear one. And skin tones can be quite tricky as well because you know, there's just so many colors involved and just everyone, like, there's so many shades to think about, and you don't want your person to look too pink or too like pale or too much of one color, too orange. You don't want any of that. So sometimes it's a little bit of experimenting in the palette. And I always mix my own skin colors too. There are paint like tubes that are like labeled as peach or flesh tone, and to me it's like way too like kind of peach synthetic looking. I don't know. I've tried working with it before and I'm always like, this is so like unrealistic looking. It looks always very cartoony. And so I'm just like, I'll just rather mix my own. Pretty much my own foundations. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Win, for offering to help. Yes, I am aware that you can stream from Twitch from mobile devices or your phone. I just choose not to because I like my little desktop space and that kind of thing. I have been suggested to like live stream when I'm at shows and stuff, but here's the problem. I can't because I use my phone for sales. So I can't live stream and do sales at the same time on one device. So, yes, good idea. Works for lots of people. Just for me, um, I don't. Also, I like my setup here. I like that I like, I have like space, and also I need two cameras too. I have two. I have one that's here and then one that's on me. Phone camera, only one phone camera. So, but I think it's cool though that it's an option. I mean, I know it works for a lot of people, especially like I know some cosplayers like they'll just go live and they'll be like putting makeup on or something like that for their cosplays and just hang out while they're like getting ready and stuff. Um, which I think that's cool. But as for me, I need to focus. I mean, heck, you even look at me now. I'm like, I just stopped the thought process because I am mixing paint. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, if you want to start, you know, if you want to start live streaming your own stuff when and like you doing glass, I think that would be really cool. You know, I will say like since I've started live streaming, I get a lot like I've always been like I've always had motivation and like time like wanting to work on my projects, but I will say that live stream has helped progress that even more, like even more motivation, more discipline to do my work. It's like, you know, like I get this time and I know I'm expecting to work on my stuff and I don't know. So it's funny how it's all like kind of worked out. So yeah, I say if you want to do live streaming and as you do your glass work, heck yeah, go for it. And see, yeah, being able to just stream when on your phone, I think for the glass would work out perfectly for you because it's so small. And I know you can't just bring your whole big computer into the glass studio. It won't work that well. But yeah, see, then that would work perfect for you. Yes, small. Just like me, small. Yeah, she's looking a little too like just too orange. I need to like tone this down hugely. See, it's truly like foundation colors. It's like finding the right one. And you know what? There's been plenty of times where I've painted a character and I go back and I have to redo it a couple of times um, until I get it right. Not just their face proportions, but also like skin tone included. Like sometimes I'll mix a color and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that person, like, it looks, it's just not right. So, and it happens. It's tricky. Like, I'm like, oh, in the palette it all looks good, and then once I get to the actual canvas and it's up against all the other colors, I'm like, whoa, something's not right here. It's a little too bright, a little too orange. I think, you know what I could do? Sometimes what I use to tone down, rather than using black, because black for shadows can look a little gray, and you can quickly look, your character will look undead. I use burnt umber here, and this is really good so that the shadows for like skin tones and stuff still look alive, not undead. And I'm just gonna take some of the paint color and just a little bit of that burnt umber on my palette. And the burnt umber can make it look a little gray if there's too much. Not as much as like the black pigments will do. So I just add in a little bit more of pink and yellow until I get like a tone that I'm like happy with. Yeah, see, something more like that. That'll be good. Cleaning off my palette knife. I'm gonna go for a slightly bigger brush. And yes, there will be highlights of pink and blue on her face, but I kind of want to like settle all the shapes and forms first before I put on those colored highlights. Really? I didn't know that, Win. Huh. I didn't know that. Gonna blend it out there. Actually, I'm gonna grab my smaller brush and kind of blend a little bit that hairline. yesterday I was working more on her hair, so fortunately I still have all the purple colors wet on my palette. So, yay. Looked at it from afar up there and it still looks a little unnatural, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. And it's just a lot of back and forth blending, adding color. Yeah. Back and forth. Thank you. Thank you, Win. And like portraits are very hard. They're very difficult. One, it's just hard because there's just so many rules to the face, and like every little shadow can change the form of a face. But then, two, it's also very tricky to get that person to look like that person. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm painting, I can spend a couple of hours or even a couple of days just on the face alone. Okay, it's still like I'm looking up at the camera here and it looks very like neon orange or neon peach, which is interesting. I swear in real life it does not look that neon. It's actually a lot more toned down and natural. So if you're like, what is she doing? Why is Rumi so neon? Be like, it's not. She's not. It's actually pretty natural. It's just how the camera it's just how the camera sees the color. Really? Really? How so when? Reminds me of Valor. Oh, Zoe's. Yeah, I could see that. I was trying to remember who's Joey again. Zoe's. Yeah, just being like bright and colorful. Noses are always so tricky too. Because I swear, if you mess up a nose, it can totally just alone change the face. Mm, I think that'll be a good enough start. Um, am I 100% happy with it? Nah, but it'll be a start because I don't want to spend the rest of this stream uh playing with the shape of her nose and just move on because that'll happen. Sometimes I'll be here for a long time just working on the nose alone. Like, even when I was painting Zoe's face, it took me a few tries before I actually got it 100% right. So, yeah. I would say that it's coming along pretty good just for the first couple layers. You know, her eyes look so weird because I haven't added any makeup yet. I swear, it's sometimes when I'm painting portraits and you're used to looking at a character with makeup and then they don't have makeup. It's almost kind of like a person that you always see with makeup and then they don't, and you're like, why do you look different? I run into that a lot where I'll be like, wait, I'm like, no, this is all looking correct. It's just she doesn't have makeup on yet. I know, right? Yep, she needs some mascara. She needs the eyeliner, the eyeshadow. And sometimes too, when I'm painting portraits, it's best to, especially in this stage where I'm just laying down color, I'm more like just color blocking, to not get caught up in all the little details because I'm gonna have to paint over anyway with the second layer of paint. So I really am just focusing on mapping out my highlights, my shadows, shapes, forms, taking mental notes of what details I'll have to add in later, and just kind of move on. And the side of her face was starting to get a little confusing to me, so that's why I went in with this pink. and kind of blend it in. There we are. There we go. What? When? You've never seen... What? Oh, sorry. Darth Malice, I misunderstood your message. I was like, I got you and Win flip-flopped in my head, so sorry for a minute. What? Darth Malice, you haven't seen it? It's so good. It's a really, really good movie. Yes, definitely when you have the chance, give it a watch. It's so good. It's super creative. And oh my gosh, yeah, I could go on and on about why it's so good, but at the same time, I kind of just want you to experience it and for me not to ramble and give away like too much. Just sit and experience it. Okay, actually, her face is going a lot smoother. Yes, there was a little few bumps in the road, but it's actually not having as bad as an ugly phase as a lot of my artwork. A lot of the times when I do portraits, there's been many times where I'll paint characters and I'm like, ugh, for a long time they look, ugh. But actually, this one's going pretty smooth. Hey, good job, Win, getting the little dragon stars. You're getting actually good at that little mini game. I think I totally added too dark of a color right here. I did. I knew it. I knew it as soon as I put my brush to the canvas. I was like, wait, that's way too dark. I think I grabbed the wrong shade of brown. Whoops. Whoopsie. Nah, thank you, Win. Thank you. It's coming along. Like all my pieces, slowly but surely. And also too, so she also has earrings, and those earrings you probably noticed I didn't draw in because they're so small, they're going to be covered up anyway. So I will, once the ears are set and in there, I will add the earrings on top. So tiny details that were not forgotten. I just have plans. I have steps. Steps to do things. Oh. Yeah, and I know I normally have a goal again. My goal was I just wanted to at least work on finish up her jacket, the face, work more on the face, maybe even get to the hands today. I'd be pretty happy with that progress if I got all that done, which I'm kind of on that road right now. Oops, I accidentally got paint on my hands. Don't want to get that on the canvas unnecessarily. Yeah, thank you, Win. I think so too. I think everything is coming together, looking good. Also painting in the background here, kind of blending some things out. does... Hold on. I think I missed some messages. I'm so sorry. I was like so concentrated on what I was doing. I think I missed some messages. Oh, I like your pun joke, Evo Leia. How does a cat pause a video? Close, they hit the pause button or the pause button. That's really cute. Oh, I'm gonna use that little joke. I hope you don't mind, Evo Leia. That's cute. I like that. How does a cat pause a video? And yes, Win, I also like your response to that as well. The cat just getting in the way of the camera. Yup. I like that too. That's very true. Just getting in the way of the camera. You know, just plops down right there on the keyboard. If I fits, I sits. And Win, you were also asking, are there any good restaurants you'd recommend for a birthday? I think it depends on what kind of food do you want to have? Like what do you kind of want? You know what I always find fun are those revolving sushi bars. Those are always a lot of fun. Um and there's a couple of good ones around here too. I'm trying to think I know you said pizza, and fired pie is always my favorite pizza. It's always so good. It's kind of like a build your own personal pizza, and it's nice. It's fun. There's so many good places too. Yeah, fired pie. Oh, you haven't heard of it? It's so good. It's yeah, it's like build your own pizza. So you get just a personal pan pizza crust and you choose your sauce and you choose your cheese and all your toppings and everything. And then they fire it in a oven right there. And you wait a couple of minutes and then it's done. Yeah, it's really good. It's very good. Mhm. Alrighty. Thank you for stopping by, Darth Malice. See you later. Bye. Oh, and I didn't even realize the time on my side. I gotta wrap this up. I'm just gonna finish her neck right here. And I know it looks a little funny because I didn't add in the pink highlights like the rest of it. But like I said, I kind of wanted to color block, get the shades down, everything. And then I'll add in the pink and the blue later. So it hasn't been forgotten about. I just have a painting strategy. There we go. See, it's coming together little by little. Little by little coming together. Kind of messed up on her shirt a little bit. Had to correct some things. Just correcting a few little things. It's okay. There we go. Yep, and then that's pretty much gonna be it for today. I was hoping to at least get onto the hands, but oh well. That's all right. Happens. I say still did quite a bit, so maybe it's still good progress. Here, I'll flip it around to show everyone what it looks like so far. I know I have it zoomed in, so seeing the whole thing is not exactly possible, but that's okay. You can kind of get a good idea of what it looks like. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, I think it's looking really good. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. As for tomorrow's stream, I will be back and still working on this painting. Probably gonna just take just work on where I left off on today. There might be a little bit of jump in time for you because I'll continue working on it. Aw, thank you, Evolea. Thank you. Well, I hope you all have a awesome day yourselves, and I will thank you so much for joining today, and I will see you tomorrow same time, yeah, where we'll continue painting. Alrighty, thank you everyone, bye.